Like I said, Caleb Cunningham was on campus on Saturday. And I think Auburn he's only been to campus once before. I think they made a pretty big impact here. I don't think they're necessarily the leader in the clubhouse right now, but man, they made it interesting. And Marcus Davis has obviously been huge the whole time. And now the addition of Derek Nix really, really helps Auburn there as well.
I agree. And boy, just, we got a chance to speak with him some and talk to him, and just a super kid, first of all, a guy that
super nice.
Yeah. I mean, that guy would be a great addition, no matter where he winds up. Really good football player. I think one of those guys, when you talk to him, you go, yep, that feels like a fit. Now, whether Auburn was able to land him or not, I don't know, but it feels like a fit from an Auburn perspective. And so definitely a guy to watch, pay attention to. And again, how this offense looks, how it develops will be important for a guy like that moving forward.
Dukes, and it's kind of the same thing as Derek Smith visited last weekend. And Derek Smith talked about, look, they just signed some wide receivers, and I almost want to commit because of them. And it's what we've been talking about with the 24 class. These 25 guys are the same way. Look at 2026. You got Denarius Gray committed already. Caleb Cunningham is the same way, Dukes. He was talking about, look, I might want to commit. I might want to come play with these guys.
Yeah, it's always important to have guys who are, how do I want to put it? If you got guys want to be around, it just makes sense, right? Like, I don't like, even me as a writer, I want to be around people who go crazy, right? So me finding out that I could work with Chris Clemente, Philip Marshall, and Jason Caldwell, I was psyched. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta go here. And I think it's real important. And the same thing with football. Like, dogs want to play with dogs. Marcus Davis is a dog. Like, if you go back and look at his playing career, he recruits the same way he played. He literally gets up early. He's the first guy there, last guy to leave. A lot of people did not, when he was hired, nobody was thinking like, oh my God, we got an ace recruiter. But just hearing how he blew through Atlanta last week, the schools that he was at, everybody was super impressed. The guys that I talked to trainers, I talked to, like, there were stops that he made. I was like, you saw who today? Like, there? Like, Marcus Davis was getting around. So I think with Caleb Cunningham, going into Mississippi and getting a wide receiver is going to be tough, right? Especially one this good. You got Mississippi State, and they're going to throw the ball around a ton with, I think, did Mississippi State get Levy?
Yep. Yeah, and they're perceived as the leader right now for him.
Yeah, so, State, it's going to be hard to get him away from there. You got Lane Kiffin, who's, like, he literally, like, wakes up some days and is like, you know what, I got to go get the number one player in Mississippi regardless. So, it's going to be tough, but I think Auburn is up to the challenge, and I think with the room that they're putting together, when you see a Cam Coleman, you see a Perry Thompson, possibly a Ryan Williams. Let's not even talk Ryan Williams. Let's say just the 4 guys that they signed this year. That was a hell of a class. I mean, like, probably the best we've ever seen in Auburn history. As far as just potential and recruiting rankings, I can't think of another one that would be that high. So, yeah, I think when you start to normalize Auburn as a wide receiver school, you're going to have more people pop in and say, you know what, I could see myself here. And I think the Caleb Cunningham situation is no different.